Good morning, everybody. I'm back. Welcome to the Aquatic Morning Show. You've got Jess right here, and you've got Jerry, Papa Shrimp, right there helping me out this morning, of course. And everybody's starting to slowly trickle in as I've been gone since last Friday. Um, yeah. I am back in Houston. I'm down here with my sister and my aunt. They needed a little bit more help, so I drove down here Monday morning. Well, not midday Monday, and got here about around 8:30 that night. So it's always a trip. But I got to drive my sister's little car, and I call it the popsicle. But oh my gosh, no, a car that parked by me yesterday at the hospital. No, that was a popsicle. Popsicle blue. So I had to send her the picture of it. And then it was a Mustang. I was like, why would you paint a Mustang that color? I mean, wow. So what you got going on, Jerry? Where you been? What you been doing?
Oh man.
Because I am
Dealing with
not in the know right now. As you know, I did not say that this morning. I have been completely out. I don't know what happened this weekend with Fishtoberfest, with
Aquashella.
Aquashella, your thing. I know nothing. I do not know anything of what happened this weekend. So y'all are gonna have
Look,
to fill me in.
to be honest, I'm pretty much on the outs of it myself because if you remember last week when I talked to you and I was in uh, worried about the river that I had caused at
Yes,
the shop.
yes, yes. I do
Uh,
remember that.
so Friday, I mean, I went and picked up my son immediately after that on Thursday.
Mm.
And then Friday, he helped me go to the shop and bag fish with Jason.
Oh,
So he got a little bit of an experience with that. And then we did the expo on
yeah,
Saturday. So by the time I realized, hey, what's going on with Aquashella and
yeah,
Fishtoberfest, I was like, well, I got my son here and I've already filled his head with fish and shrimp stuff so much. I'm just going to concentrate on him. So I kind of skipped out on all of the happenings as well.
yeah, yeah. We need somebody to come up and let us know all about what happened this weekend. I
I
was
did
gonna go
catch,
back and try and find some of the videos, but I just hadn't had time.
yeah, I caught a little bit of Brookley on Fishy Biz,
Mm-hmm.
um, but not much. Like I said, I don't know what happened Sunday, but I woke up Monday with a crick in my neck.
Oh,
By Tuesday, I couldn't even move. I was at the
uh-oh.
shop trying to bag a last order that we had for 20 pairs of guppies.
What?
Yeah, this guy orders 20 pairs of guppies every week for a month now.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. What is he doing with them?
I don't know, but
Unless he's
hey,
feeding them.
yeah, well, my
I would hope he wouldn't
neck
be feeding
was
these,
hurting
though.
so bad that I couldn't even barely drive home. I was turning like this with my whole
Yeah,
body because I couldn't move. So Tuesday night, I put a heat pack and
yeah.
ibuprofen, and it's better now.
Good. You try a chiropractor when that happens.
A who?
A chiropractor.
Oh,
It
I
happens
would.
to me. I'll get him and I'll go to the chiropractor and he'll get them out.
Ugh, that scares me.
No, they scare me too. I'm not like the biggest fan of them. I don't go to them for many things. I'm not a regular by no means. But when I get a crick in my neck or if my hip is constantly hurting, I'll go and he can get it straightened out normally. Well, let me say good morning to the people in chat.
Yes.
First off, we got Mystery Snell Guardians. Good morning, Annette. She's helping us snell it from the start, as usual. Monster Fish Gal. Good morning, Miss Lori. Throwing out all the good links because she's the bestest mod. Bestest. Nano Aquarium Guy. Good to see you. Jenna P. Good to see you. Whips World. Good morning. Misfit reptiles and aquatics at work. Oh, so I thought that said so ill. Not okay. You're at work, so you will be in and out. Got it. But I thought it read that you were sick, ill. Craig Doniger, Craig's Catfish Cave. Let's see. Still in ya. Hey, man, how are ya? Cooking and listening. Well, cook you up some breakfast. What you cooking? I want to know what you're cooking.
I got a really nice email this morning just now.
What?
Yeah,
Somebody
one of
sent
my
you something
watchers
nice?
or our watchers said, good morning, Jerry. I wanted to send you a note to let you know that I think you went above and beyond with your giveaways yesterday.
I do
Very few
too.
creators would have done what you did last night. And as part of the I Love Shrimp family, I wanted to say thank you.
That's right.
That's
That was
awesome.
very awesome last night. Yep. I was so hoping for some of them PRLs.
I know you were.
It's all right. They went to good people.
Yes, they did, and it was nice that it spread out. It spread out. It wasn't just like the same person, or
Right.
it was a little bit. Everybody got a little bit.
Variety of people. Brickley Bell, good morning, lady. Good to see you. Chris Howell, good morning. He's stuck in Richmond, Virginia. The job was canceled. So what to do today? Any good fish stores around? Ooh, I don't know. Maybe we'll look. Only Oscars. You gonna go to sleep lurking? Well, I have done that as well. I have turned on YouTube, FishTube, and went to sleep. But I don't want to put you to sleep. I want to wake you up. Right? Oh no. We got this. We got this.
It's funny. On Monday, I was at the shop, and because the last song I think you played was the Fishy Biz one.
Mm-hmm.
I think you played that on Thursday. I'm not
Yeah, I
sure.
did play it on one of the days.
Yeah. So Monday, I'm in the shop walking through. I was going to talk to Jason, and I heard the song, and first thing I heard was I was thinking of Fishy Biz with this cowboy hat. Ain't nobody could tell me nothing. So I was like, I told Jason, I was like, hey, that's the song that Fishy Biz redid. It's
Yep.
catchy.
That's his parody. That's right. It is. I wish he would redo it though and do it or get Steven to help him redo it, I think it could be even more awesome.
I don't know. I kind of like it the way it is,
Yeah.
It's raw and
it is raw.
It's just
Totally raw.
That's really cool.
It needs to, I think it needs to do that, but then have like the bloopers at the end, like he has, but do it, professionally. Greg. Hi, Greg. British Dawes, good morning. Kenny, are you working? Are you at your new job? Are you getting ready to work? I need to hear about Fishtoberfest. Bruiser CB, good morning. Coffee.
Yes, coffee.
Got to have
I woke
coffee.
up at 7:30 and I looked at my phone, went to the restroom, and I was like, oh, okay, I need to get up for the Aquatic Morning Show. I fell back asleep. Woke up an hour later and I was like, oh, okay. Running around trying to get ready. So I'm still working on waking up.
Oh, I got most of this stuff set up last night. I had the green screen jerry rigged. Right. I didn't have the cross member or whatever you call it to the stands.
Rod.
Well, yeah, I didn't have the rod, which is actually like 3 rods you put together. And for some reason they weren't in my bag. And so I did have an extra stand though. So I ended up taking the stand, turning it sideways, running my green screen across it. And then my aunt told me to cut a strip of cardboard about 4 or 5 inches long and poke a hole in each end of it and wrap it around the top of the poles and make a loop for me to run that rod through on each end.
Oh, wow.
It worked. It worked, but I'm able to just kind of move it so I don't have to take it down every day. I can just move it and put it behind the TV up against the wall.
There you go.
Yep. It worked.
You should do a video on that.
No, right? When you don't bring all your stuff to you when you go on, well, it's not vacation. When you take a trip, this is how you can jury rig your green screen. I need a dab-a-do. Good morning.
So funny when I hear you say that. I'm like, you do?
Yeah, I need a dab-a-do. A dab-a-do. Kind of like Whips World, party time. Got to kind of finish the song there.
I did see a lot of pictures. Like I saw from Metalhead, they got around, took a lot of pictures, made some videos. Saw a lot of pictures of that Brooklyn had posted of all the people that she met. I know that Boss Aquariums or Boss Aquatics, he's doing a video on the aquascaping.
Okay.
I just saw that video get released.
I did hear about my girls. They didn't win.
They didn't?
No. I think that Miss Jenna said that they did get an honorable mention, but I don't know who won. I just heard last night them talking that they didn't win. I was like, no. Oh well. It was still a very, 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 very nice scape. Very nice scape.
And then, of course, I think there was a video or two that I saw a live. I guess they did some live streams or attempted to do some live from Fishtoberfest. Okay.
I want to see the live version of I want to see the show, Steven's show, his premiere, his thing. First place was Jen Williams. Second place was Melanie Holmes. All right, here we go. We got the man's gonna tell us all about it. Kenny, good morning.
How are you?
Pretty good now. So
it was amazing. Had an absolute blast. Stephen P. just started the whole weekend off right. He came up, just blasted that rap absolutely through the roof.
Oh.
It was a great start to the event, and then just went on from there. So.
Oh my gosh.
Final numbers aren't in, but I think we were probably close, if not maybe a little more than last year. It kind of was deceiving because we broke it up over 2 days this time.
Yeah.
Like last year, when they all had to come the same day, it was madhouse. Yeah. So it wasn't quite busy like that, where the table's constantly never ending each day. But like I said, it was steady, but over 2 days instead of the one. So, okay. But yeah, all of our speakers did amazing. All the vendors had great looking setups. It just turned out to be a great year.
Awesome.
I'm so happy
what were
for
the
you,
numbers?
What's that?
What were the numbers over the 2 days? Do you know how many people actually came through the door?
We don't yet. We should have a better idea by the end of the week. My guy's going through all the emails and stuff that we gathered. But I know at one point we had close to 400 that had registered. Nice. But not everybody gives their information. You know what I mean? Some are like, I'm not comfortable with that. And believe me, Kenny E's like, well, if you don't want to, we're giving you a free event. You can't give us information so we can do better next year. We're not trying to, capture your information so we can spam you. We're doing it so we can figure out where people came from, how you found us.
Right.
So we can try to, better each year. But
yes,
I get it though. Some people, you go to the mall and put your name on that. Next thing you know, you're on perma mailing list for every kind of advertiser out
Yeah.
there. So I understand people's reasoning for not wanting to do it, but
Right.
Or you forever become that person that receives the phone call about their extended car warranty.
oh yeah. So,
Yeah.
but like I said, overall, absolute blast of a time. So a lot of YouTubers were there. We had Bob Steenfod, Bentley Pasco. We had Alex and Chris Biggs and Shanna 503 Aquatics and Ian and PNW Aqua, George RB3. I don't want to forget anybody. Who am I forgetting? My brain's been. I did a video on it, and I actually forgot Bob in the first video. I was so upset at myself. But I made up for it. I gave him his own video. So.
Yeah. Aw. Well, that is awesome. I sure do. I wish I could have been there.
Yeah, I think next year is going to be even more amazing. I've got some ideas for next year that I'm going to start implementing before my presidency is up, and we'll see how it goes. But I've got some pretty big ideas for next year. So
when does what is your like cutoff date for presidency? For your presidency?
my last official month will be March of 23. So
Okay.
I've got about 5 months to get some work done before I'm out.
You gonna try and have it at the same place?
No.
No.
The only reason we ended up at the Sheraton this year is because I got a call from Embassy Suites at late June telling me that, oh, she screwed up. She forgot that basically the room we were renting was under renovation the week we were. So she had to cancel on us.
Oh, dang.
And they wanted to move the dates. I said, no, we've already been advertising this date, so we're going to have to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, maybe this year it'll won't coincide with Aquashella.
If it does, it does. We're not
Right.
changing our dates. It's
Right.
second weekend of October every year. So
Oh, that's right. You did tell me it's set like that. Whereas theirs isn't. But so now Aquashella, make sure that's not on Fish's Day. Fishtoberfest.
So the thing we're finding already is most folks in the Pacific Northwest are a lot happier to come down to Fishtoberfest than spend, $1,000 to go to Aquashella or $1,000 to go somewhere back east to a fish event.
Yeah.
So they kind of like having it right here in their backyard.
Yeah. It makes it very more convenient for sure.
That's what I figured that someday Aquashella, when they do expand, that they would expand to the West Coast. And then that way they'd have West Coast, North, Florida, and Texas. And they'd have all of the regions of the country covered in a year.
Well, the beautiful thing is that I'm already starting to see backlash from. There is a club in Sacramento that leaned on me. They were here at the Daniken parties and they were asking me lots of questions. What do you got to do to get it going? Blah, blah, blah. So I think if not next year, the year after, you will start seeing some sort of an event in Sacramento, California as well. So, and I'm hoping eventually that somebody up north of us in Washington gets an event going as well, which would be cool. If we had 3 events on the West Coast, would be amazing. So
yeah,
I need an excuse to go back to the Pacific Northwest. I spent my military years there, and it's a beautiful part of the country.
Which base were you at?
I was up there in Fort Lewis.
Oh, okay. So you were Army. All right.
Yep.
Well, I did find Skipper's video of Stephen P.
It's the only thing that the videos are pretty tough as far as the sound quality. I mean, you could get the gist of it. I'd say that his was probably one of the better ones I saw so far. I mean, Ian, his angle, he was right next to the ginormous speaker, so you were getting a lot of feedback and, and a lot of distortion.
Yeah.
Those speakers were huge. I mean.
And so who has the best one so far?
I would say Skipper's is the best. Shanna did a good job too, but again, just keep in mind all the sound quality wasn't as good as it could have been, and it wasn't their fault. It's just that it was loud and
the room seemed like it was a bit echoey.
But it was a huge room, first off. I mean, great big room. Where we held the auction and the speakers. I wanted to go overboard this year because I knew the auction was probably going to be the main thing that people came to. So I set the vendor room up a little smaller than last year, and I had it to where there was 198 seats in the auction / speaker room this year.
Wow.
Last year for the speakers, there was several people having to stand and stuff. I didn't want people to have to go through that again this year. So I sacrificed a little space in the vendor room to allow more space in the speaker / auction room. So
Annette, the video I took was the best, but haha, it's not posted anywhere. What good does that do?
Little hard for us to see it, Annette, if you don't post it.
Annette, I mean,
Now the thing I'd be looking for is I do know Stephen P is going to take the actual, good quality sound that he has, and he is going to post that to a Fishtoberfest video here down the road. I don't know how long it's going to take him, but look for that to premiere down the road here. I mean, that's where he took video of the whole weekend of the events and stuff he did. So I think that's probably going to be a pretty good video when he comes out with it. Yeah. And then Chris the Mad Aquarist, I know will be coming out with video down the road here pretty quick as well.
Oh, cool.
So he is the master in editing as well. So I'm anxious to see those two videos. I think they're going to be pretty cool when they release them. I unfortunately failed you as a YouTuber this time. This event was very challenging as the president this year, so I did not get a spare moment to shoot anything. Yeah. Not even took a couple of pictures. I got like one picture early in the day with a couple of folks, and that was it. That was the last of me being able to take pics. So,
well, I mean,
that's the first time I've actually failed as a YouTuber not to do it, but it was impossible for me this year.
Did you stream Sunday night?
We did do our normal streams, yes. We did our Friday night, which was the Fishtoberfest Daniken pre-party, and then we also had folks over Sunday night after it was over. Friday night, I think I got laid down finally at 3:10 in the morning.
Woo.
And Saturday morning back up at 5:45 because I had to bag a tremendous amount of fish for the event.
Now, did you get help? You had all them people there. Did anybody help you?
Oh yeah, Skipper. I had a lot of people help. Skipper and Ian and Shanna and
that guy.
Yes, he helped me a lot, man.
Morning, man.
But here's the thing about Skipper. He got done helping me pack all my stuff. We go upstairs, and poor Stephanie was still working on hers, so he helped her till 4:30 in the morning.
Wow.
Skipper was probably running on fumes by the time he got back to Pittsburgh, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, buddy.
And then he had to drive 2 more hours, so I'm sure his day was a little longer that day than mine.
You got a different view behind you, Skipper.
Yeah, I'm in the kitchen. Like you said, I've been running on fumes. I haven't made the computer didn't make its way back down to the fishery.
So now that I got you on here, Skipper, how many pairs? I know I for sure got 2.
That's good.
That's all you want, because you said you didn't want too many of them. So
of what?
He's going to do with a humpback linea.
Okay, I don't even know what that is.
They're a cool little live bear.
Okay.
So.
Bex, good morning, Bex and Ian and Peplin. We had a lot of people roll in here. Kelly, good morning. Debbie Holding. Let's see. And B Wizzle. And Silver Creek Aquatics. Who else? I think that's
Alex.
Chris Howell. Who?
Alex.
Alex? Alex is in here?
Yep. What's up, Monsieur Williamson?
What's up, Alex? Good morning. There he is. There he is right there.
There he be.
Huh, there
Alex did another amazing
No, it's
like a feeder fish then.
It's a carrot.
Oh, they would be if I threw the rest of them in those Brycons that I have. Those guys are vicious.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I got to see that firsthand.
Lots going on. Lots going
Yeah.
on.
I wish I would have originally when those came in, I was like, should I just call the club now and just make an offer on them and covering? Because exactly what I thought I would have done is what I paid, and it would have saved me, what was it, Skipper? About 2 hours of bagging time for those. Well, you
Yeah.
weren't, that's right. Saturday night, you spent the night at the hotel, but yeah, it took me about 2 hours to bag all those. They are fast to catch. So I bag them, I do all that, take them to the event, and then nobody would bid on them. I had to do what I was going to do originally, and I gave the club $300 for all 16 of them.
Yeah.
Then we get back to the house. There was a young lady that approached me right after I won them at Fishtoberfest.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, well, I'll buy them for what your original bid was, because I originally opened the bid at $10 and raised my hand. And nobody bid on them. So then I looked at Ryan. I said, I can't let this happen. I'll go 300 on the lot.
Yeah.
He comes up to me. I'll give you $10 like you bid for 2 of them.
Yeah.
I said, now why would I do that when I just
Right.
spent 300?
Right.
So anyway, long story short, I get home, putting the fish away. That girl had stole 2 bags of my fish.
No.
Yeah, 2 of my fish were missing. So, and that's
my
pretty
God.
convenient. She wanted 2 and 2 were missing. So
Yeah, imagine that.
I know what she looks like, and we got her information. I don't know if I'm going to pursue it or whatever, but I thought it was pretty. That was the only negative of Fishtoberfest was I did get 2 of my fish lifted. But
oh my gosh, you guys! I went to CVS yesterday, here in Dallas before I went to the hospital, and there was a guy that had stolen a whole bunch of Dove products, and the guy that worked there was shaking the bag. It was a big guy that stole the stuff, and it was a small guy that got him. But the cops were never called or anything. But he got it was all Dove products. It was like Dove soap, Dove body wash, Dove hair shampoo and conditioner. I was like, what the heck? But that was scary. That scared me.
yeah, Alex said him and Luke got. That's the other thing that happened to me too. Alex was gracious enough. He gave me a nice bag of his Malawi shrimp, and I had it at my table in a bag, and that came up missing too. And I heard of several other people losing their Malawi shrimp. So somebody there knew what they were, and they went around looking for them.
Oh,
But
my goodness.
that didn't happen last year. So this year we had somebody with sticky fingers. So next year I think security is going to be a little bit more upbeat, and then if I catch somebody doing that, I will have them arrested. I'm not even going to play with them. So
right. I think what's happened with the stores is if it's under a certain amount of money, it's just not worth it to call it in or to have the police come and get them, because then they have to go through all that paperwork and stuff. So I think.
Well, you know how the Marine in me would like to handle it, but unfortunately, I don't think people would think highly of me if they come in and I'm beating somebody down. It probably wouldn't work. But
right.
No.
Next year, you're breaking kneecaps.
Here's the thing.
Be nice, Alex. Now, darn it, I'm trying to behave and be socially acceptable here.
When it's still in livestock, it's a different story, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, I will tell you, one of the every year somebody surprises me with their topic and what they do a subject on.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, somebody that I actually saw ladies coming out of the speaker room with tears in their eyes was Carolyn Estes did a talk on the importance and how women nowadays are a strong influence in the fish hobby. And she went through the years of how women were viewed in the fish hobby, and she did an amazing job. Really great job.
Recorded anywhere?
The problem is a few of the speakers were you got to understand that like the ACA speakers do this for a living. So a lot of them don't like their talks videoed because well, their goal is they want you to come out to the event they're speaking at.
Yeah,
you
right.
know?
Makes sense.
If it's on video, there's no reason for you to go to the event. So
makes lots of sense. I understand.
But
John had talked when we were at Aquashella, I don't know, Florida. I think it was Florida. It might have been Dallas, but one of them, he was talking about that, how that he doesn't want them videoed because of that reason. So
Yeah, that was the only negative. It didn't happen the year before, so I mean that it didn't put any kind of. The event was still awesome, so I didn't let it. It's not going to consume us, I guess is the best way.
Right.
Couple
Yeah.
bad apples aren't going to ruin it,
Right.
But I'll have to admit, in the end, I probably don't want 16 Bricons anyway. I mean, those things are going to get 18 inches long, so
Whoa.
you might have did me a favor.
Yeah.
But I did take a short of them yesterday in their new habitat. They are loving life. I mean, when I brought them here for waiting for the event, they were in a 55. And when I put them in the 130, they look so much smaller now compared to what they look like in the 55.
Wow.
So they got room to grow at the moment. So
Yeah.
Alex says Caroline was discussing how people would come in and steal her expensive fish in 7-Eleven big gulp cups. Wow.
yeah, it was, like I said, it was a bad vibe at the end, but like I said, I believe in karma, and I do know. I don't know if she just didn't believe me. She told me what she was going to put the fish in with, and I told her I didn't think it was going to work.
Yeah.
These things are only right now about, I'd say they're maybe at most 6 inches with that, or you think they're like 5 or 6? Wouldn't you say, Skip?
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, she was going to put them in with a 10-inch Oscar. He's going to eat them immediately, I guarantee you.
Oh man.
So, but like I said, that's the only bad thing of the event was that.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be anywhere, any event. It doesn't matter. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Unfortunately, there's lots of sticky fingers.
Yeah, just next year, I'm going to have a speaker and not a speaker, but a vendor meeting. And I think just touch on that it happened that, hey, if you see somebody by somebody's table and that's not the person that belongs there, speak up if you see somebody doing something they shouldn't. So I think if we all do that together, then everything should work out.
My sister, y'all, pet tech. I have her shirt on. So she recognizes it. Dang it. I don't get away with nothing.
Yeah.
I have a question about the Fishtoberfest. Were there any species kind of unique that were like, for example, here at the DFW Expo, I happened to find a breeder that had a bunch of German rams, blues, blacks, blue, black, gold.
When you said that last
we
night,
had a rare strain of festivum. We had zebra cara there. Many, many lines of shrimp, many, many lines of guppies. But as far as extreme rare, I would say zebra caras and the festivums, and then of course the L173s, the L236s. So there was quite a bit of cool stuff to be had.
That's cool. Yeah, because I'm kind of noticing that you kind of have a better chance at these festivals or expos to get some of the fish that you will not find at Petco's and PetSmarts and stuff.
Now, the gentleman that had Ultims there last year couldn't make the event because he just had 3 new batches of Ultims, and anybody that's angelfish breeders know, I mean, he literally had to feed them 3 times a day for the next month, 2 months to get them ready. So he was stuck at home being an Ultim sitter. And then he also just had he had his whiptail cats bred as well, so he had to be there. But those, I think he said those take 30 days to incubate. So one of the longer species that the eggs take to breed, as far as hatching. So
now, how big do the whiptails get?
They're about like this.
So 6 inches, 7 inches?
I'd say closer to 8. They get pretty good size.
Which whiptail?
I don't have a clue. I've been over to see them. They're super wide. They're tan with black stripes. all the
Okay,
way down.
That's the chameleon whiptail catfish.
It's a big fish. I know that.
I want those.
Yeah. I don't have a tank big enough for them, but they are cool looking. They are cool.
Yeah, I'm actually considering doing a pond in the garage now. See, the Brycons are going to force me to do the pond, and then since I already got the pond, I guess I'll go ahead and get my other ones I've been wanting since God created Earth. I'll probably get 4 or 5 stingray in that pond with the Brycon. So
now you're going to do one that has the side window so you can see.
No, Lucas was kind of the guinea pig on that, and from what I can see, it's algae is kind of a problem on it. I don't think I'm going to bother. What I'll probably do is put a pond and build a deck around it in there so I can chill out and just look at the pond and have a good time, and maybe put a beer tap bar or whatever out there.
Nice.
Morning, Grant.
Thunder Aquatics. Good morning, Grant. Good morning. Alex said I picked up 6 Volante gouramis there, and Lucas got black and white whiptail lizard crosses. Black and white whiptail lizard crosses. Oh, and Volante gouramis. I don't know.
Who had lizards there, I wonder?
I didn't see them.
Huh.
Scruffy City Aquatics.
That tells you guys how busy I was. I didn't even hardly get a chance to go around and
see what.
Yeah, I forgot about that. You're right, Ian. Ian brought up that there were wild caught red pencil fish in the auction, and then the dock also had wild type discus in the auction.
Oh wow! Oh, I bet they did good.
Yeah, Dr. Anthony had some cool fish there. So
I'd like to have been there and been able to get my hands on some more guppies. But
well, the discus brought pretty good. I don't remember how many were in the group, but those brought $450. So
wow.
The pencil fish brought pretty good money too, if I remember right. But red pencils are hard to find.
Wow.
Especially wild caught.
Yeah. Well,
But next year, if I get going, what I'm hoping it's going to be epic, real epic next year. So.
Well, it'll get better every year as long as you're around.
Well, this is my last year, so.
Yeah.
I can tell you a lot of fish fans want to go to that event next year.
It's going to be good.
Yes. Yes. Of course. Of course.
All
right, you guys. Well, hold on just a minute. I need to play our coffee cup sponsors. I know I ain't been around much, and so I got to get getting out of the groove here. See if I can find it. If this is it.
Hello? Yes. I'm getting up now. Be there in a few minutes. Good morning. Come on in. Fixing the coffee right now. Have a seat. An event, Mr. Snowbodies. Thanks for making these clips for me to use in this video. There's always more room around the table for another friend to have a cup of coffee. If you want to join us, send an email to the aquaticmorningshow@gmail.com. Have a cup? Set a spell.
All right. Thank you. Did you see where Ian said that the red pencils that Doc brought in, new undescribed species recently discovered in March or April?
Yeah, I saw that. I've missed that part of the auction, so I can't elaborate on that.
Aquaballs, good morning. Good to see you.
What's going on, George?
George. And then Angelina Collins, good morning.
Well, Jess, I hate to say it, I got to get off of here and get my shower and head out for work, but I wanted to come up, say hello, and
Well, no, I thank you so much for coming up and letting us in the know, because I have not known.
yeah, Monday I still had guests here. Tuesday, I think I slept for 12 hours, and then yesterday I finally came out of the cloud. And now it's time to go back to work.
Well, thank you very much, sir, for coming up and letting us know what was going on and all the fun that happened.
Peace out, guys.
Later.
Thank you.
Later, Kenny.
I am gonna play your version of the of Skipper. I mean of Steven.
Okay.
Is it that one? Nope, it's that one. All right.
Yeah. So everybody utilize the decision to visit the BMW Pacific Northwest is a guest. So with the trouble you to take a tour of the beauty and nature around. The outdoors, there's a view that's truly profound. All the things to do in the Portland area, landmarks and parks, historic, the more the merrier. Everything will be what working people need. The visceral reaction to medicinal attraction. Me, I'm in the walls and ceilings, I like that feeling of AC, way more appealing. I'm a fish nerd, I only needed a magic word. We're headed out west, cause it's time for Fish-Toberfest. Nerd unite, we're doing it right. Come out west for Fish-Toberfest. We're guaranteed to be impressed with Fish-Toberfest. We'll get a little education from organization, from preoccupation with conservation and recreation, like the African lakes, the stickers that plays. So without further delay, let's get this party underway. It's Chris Biggs, he's the man who wears, he's never embarrassed, you better or will, you know he's there with us. Keep it simple with the best of us. He's a grandmaster reader, never fails to impress us. In the simple department, we're only getting started, giving our regards to the bitches who part of this. I'm not attacking other things in the simple hobby, bitches and acronyms. Aquarium history, you need a secret history with Alexander. He's a man with all the answers. Research devoured human encyclopedia. All the likely given powers, he's a fish medium. Now everybody behold, it's Dr. Ross and he's Anthony Mandelbrot. Got his eye on the goal. We're help entertainer, we keep the hobby sustainable. With the archive, we're going to keep the Amazon cold. Before this evolves into a lyrical fiasco, we're closing it out with some rhymes. So Bentley Pasco, his passion is rainbows, data to Oceania. A master of plans, make a great from Philadelphia. Nerd unite, we're doing it right. Come out west for a Fish-Toberfest. We're guaranteed we'll be impressed with Fish-Toberfest. Nerd unite, we're doing it right. Come out west for Fish-Toberfest. We're guaranteed we'll be to be impressed with fish till we're blessed.
Yeah, buddy.
Wow.
It was pretty amazing in person.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. I can imagine.
But then you had a net down there taking the
Hang
video.
on. Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Hold on. I don't know what I got going on here. There. Okay.
Then you had a net down there while she was filming, dancing to it.
That somebody should have had a camera on her. Give me a second. I need to get something. If it's see if
think
it's
that has
coming
much
up
to do with fish.
on that side. It's not. It's gonna be on the Facebook side.
I could tell you that well, Chris Biggs with his camera that he had, yeah, it'll
Yeah.
be totally better quality. He had one of them mics on it and everything, so
That's what I'm asking for Christmas, but it's probably too expensive to get something like that for Christmas.
the camera and the whole setup, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Yep. I want a good one for sure.
Good morning, Ricky DeHuis.
Good morning. Why can't I not being able to find what I want here?
Yeah, the event, it was a very nice, relaxed environment.
Uh-huh.
You were twerking, huh, Skip?
If I would have moved, that stinking phone would have moved too.
No, don't lie. You had it on a tripod and you were just dancing behind it.
Yeah, okay. No, it was good. It was fun. And also, Danny and Kenny, they're very, very nice people to meet in person. Their house setup is pretty nice. And I got to say, it would be a dream to have a house with that many fish tanks in it. Oh, my
It's
God.
like an aquarium. It's like they live in an aquarium. That's not what I want. Live, this one. This is what I want. Okay, I found what I'm looking for. There's somebody on the Facebook side that can stop putting those remarks in chat.
Yeah, spammer.
Uh-huh.
I
But
don't know. I'm kind of looking forward to finding that link so I can go talk to that doctor.
Oh, come on. It's not. Urgh. Anyway. I saw Annette dancing in Shanna's stream. Had my phone propped up. Awesome. Chris made it Riverwalk, so I will have to watch the rest on replay. All right. Doc, good morning, Doc.
Yeah, it was Annette beat me up with a pillow during the Friday live stream. That me and Shanna filled in for Kenny while he was being a chauffeur and stuff.
Yeah. Well, that was good.
Here you go, Doc. Are you happy?
Hat switch.
He gave me his last one.
What?
His last hat that he had there. Also, he was kind enough to let me get some Corridoras off of him. C091s, I got 2 of them. And also that I'm going to chop it up right now. It's too early.
It's all right.
Try Lenny Otis. There we go.
Okay, I don't see it anymore.
Well, if it looks better on you, Doc, I'll mail it back
Okay,
to you
got it.
if you miss it. Ian, you was wearing it.
Interesting. What was he wearing?
This hat, he already had one. I do.
Oh, okay. This is not doing. Do you see those remarks in chat still?
I don't see them.
Okay.
Well, I haven't seen one posted since.
Well, no, I do see it now. Wait, there we go. I did it. I can take care of it. I got it.
There you go. Yep.
I almost missed the beginning of the event because I was up till 4:30 in the morning helping people pack their fish.
Yeah.
They couldn't wake me up.
That doesn't surprise me though. You didn't have much sleep getting there and then staying up and packing fish.
Then I called it. I was like, I woke up, I walked around the house, looked outside. Okay, I guess I'm hitchhiking. So I called Kenny, and I got to meet Danny's dad, which he is awesome.
Aww.
He's a very nice guy. He drove me there, and I made it.
Cool.
Yes, Kelly Foreman, they did make it home. I did a video. I was a little worried about that because I'd never done it before. They sat with me on the plane the whole way here. I never did it before, so I was a little worried about what they would be like. Well, whenever I went through TSA, I told them I need this hand check. They're like, what is it? I said, fish. They're like, what are you talking about? Frozen fish? I said, no, they're still swimming. Oh, it was funny. I was like, what are they trying to think I'm going to smuggle some frozen white sturgeon back? Or like, what are they talking about? It's crazy.
Are those your beautiful black rams?
Yes, they are.
I was so excited when you said that you had gotten them. I was like, oh my God, yes, he's been wanting those for so long. I just started
It's been
clapping.
3 years I've been trying to get some black ones.
I know. Those are pretty. Those are
nice. Are those from Dean's line or no?
No, I wish they were.
He tried to get those from Aquashella. And
yeah, I tried to get them from Dean himself, but he was like, Corey says no. So I was like, darn it.
Yep.
And this guy is a local breeder here in Texas, and he does all kinds of German rams. So he only had 4 bags of black ones. So I took the best looking pair.
Alishon, good morning. Poetic Song, good morning. We have 50 people in chat this morning, you guys. I guess that's what happens when I'm not around for a week. Everybody shows up the next day. Jenna, I thought you couldn't fly with the fish on the plane. That's right. I didn't think y'all could either.
Well, actually, I do believe Kenny did it on the way back from the Triple Crown.
I know, Sonny, they do. I miss them. Dee Dee, Jennifer Weaver, Crown Tail Half Moon, good morning. 51 people in chat. Did y'all know that Jerry hit his 50th stream last night?
Yay!
Yeah. Yep.
1 year of streaming.
What is it trying to do in the moss?
What do you mean? Oh, he's eating.
Oh, well, he looked like he was trying to go through the moss.
Oh, yeah, they do. They swim in and out of it. It's kind of cool looking.
They are gorgeous. And you said last night.
They have so much personality.
Yeah.
This morning when I turned on the light, they were all like, feed me. How you doing? They're all up against the glass looking at me.
Jay Oliver, good morning. Fish Dreams, good morning. We got some good fish dreams going on here.
So Jenna made a comment, and I have a question about it.
All right.
So Jenna said that that they got stopped by TSA on the way to Aquashella. Brookley had brought detail stones, and they took out the stones and literally put liquid on them to test for drugs.
What?
So here's my question. What is that liquid that they use, and is it easy to get off of stones so that you could put it into
In the tank. Wow.
That's my question of the day.
Yeah. Huh. It'd have been cool if you could have videoed them doing it, but I'm sure they wouldn't have let you.
I don't know if I would be more comfortable going through TSA and dealing with that, or if I'd be more comfortable just shipping them to myself.
TSA stole my damn plants both on the way to Chicago and on my way to Florida. Oh my gosh. Everyone had fish and plants, had no issues. If you just brought plants, they took them. What? That's insane. Alex said the liquid they use is called
That word.
Marquis Reagent.
Marquis reagent.
Well, why don't you just say that to begin with instead of me having to try to pronounce that stuff?
It should be spelled Marky. Marky.
Right? Let me make fun of myself.
It's break time.
Break time.
Break it down.
Break it down. Well, I tell you what. Since we listened to it, we're going to listen to something out of town. What do I want to listen to? What do I want to hear? What do y'all want to hear?
I don't know.
Where are my... There. Let's see. You know what? We'll do it this way.
Ooh, have fun water changing, Dee Dee.
Have fun water changing, Dee.
She's getting her tanks ready for some new shrimpies.
Really?
Oh my God! Is she
More?
Yes.
Is she hoarding shrimp?
She's a nut. I love it.
Yeah.
Watch it. She's going to only have she's only going to end up only having shrimp at the end of it. It's going to have to. All right. All right, everybody. We will be right back. Going to break. And then we'll continue with the show. But enjoy this version of Fishtober Wrap. Fishtober Fest Wrap.
So in front of you it lies a decision to visit the P&W Pacific Northwest as a guest. So would it trouble you to take a tour of the
beauty and nature around. Cause outdoors, there's a view that's truly profound. All the things to do in the Portland area, landmarks and parks, historic, the more the merrier. And with legal weed, what more could you people need? That visceral reaction to medicinal attraction. Me, I'm in the walls and ceilings. I want that feeling of AC, it's way more appealing. I'm a fish nerd, I only needed a magic word. We're headed out west, cause it's time for Fishtoberfest.
Nerds unite, we're doing it right. Come out west for Fishtoberfest. You're guaranteed with to be impressed with Fishtoberfest.
We'll get a little education with organization for preoccupation with conservation in every nation, like the African lakes, the cichlids at play. So without further delay, let's get this party underway. It's Chris Biggs, he's a mad Aquarist, he's never embarrassed. You enter a room, you know he's there with us, keeping cichlids with the best of us. He's a grandmaster breeder and never fails to impress us. In the cichlid department, we're only getting started, giving our regards to the bitches a part of this. It's Pam and Carolyn, and no, I'm not attacking them, they're babes in the cichlid hobby. Bitch is an acronym. Aquarium mysteries, we need a secret history with Alexander. He's the man with all the answers. Research devoured human encyclopedia. A bolt of lightning gave him powers, he's a fish medium. Now everybody behold, it's Dr. Awesome, he's Anthony Mazarol. Got his eye on the goal. With our help it's attainable, make the hobby sustainable. With the archive working to keep the Amazon bold. Before this devolves into a lyrical fiasco, we're closing it out with some rhymes for Bentley Pasco. His passion is rainbows, native to Oceania. A master of plants that go great with Melitania.
Nerds unite, we're doing it right. Come out west for Fishtoberfest. You're guaranteed with to be impressed with Fishtoberfest. Nerds unite, we're doing it right. Come out west for Fishtoberfest. You're guaranteed with to be impressed with Fishtoberfest.
Hello?
Hi, Fish Fam! Are you struggling to gain new subs or followers? Would professional graphics, captions, and ads help you to sell more products? Perhaps you need a marketing strategy that works for your business that is also cost-effective. You're not alone. Millions of businesses across the world struggle with this problem. Good marketing plans, poorly executed, cost businesses billions in lost revenue each year. What is the solution? The Social Media Lady, a digital marketing agency. This team of seasoned marketing professionals works with your small business to plan and deliver a solid blueprint to drive more traffic to your website, YouTube channel, and social media. You can check out our work right here at the Aquatic Morning Show, as we currently provide their social media marketing as well as a majority of their graphic design services. When you decide you're ready to level up, schedule your free consultation at thesocialmedialady.com/fishnews.
All right. Sorry, you guys. A little bit of a pause there. I had ran around the other side of the green screen. I just couldn't run fast enough to get back to push buttons. Lady Warsha, good to see you. Good morning. Oh, y'all talking about the TSA?
I actually did get patted down.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you show them your badge? That's what I'd have done.
Nope, I left him do his job.
Mm.
I forgot to take my belt off whenever I was in Pittsburgh going through the metal detector.
Uh-oh. Well, you should have done it right. You wouldn't have gotten stopped. I still can't believe they took her rocks and tested
Yeah,
them.
that's crazy.
Hello? Brooklyn's laughing at me.
Yeah.
Oh,
They literally made you spread them.
yes, they did. I was like, oh, man. I wanted to make so many jokes with him, but I didn't want to get, in
Yeah.
trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you don't want them to hold you. Didn't want them to hold you. Hey, Jerry, did y'all get any bad weather last night?
Not that I recall.
Okay.
It looked like it was gonna storm, but
Yeah.
And then he fell asleep.
yep.
Got done with stream and sleep.
Yeah, I was wore out.
I bet. How many sets of shrimp did you give out?
9.
9. Wow.
Yeah, it ended up being 75 shrimp.
Wow. Wow. And so since there's this many people here today, I will let you guys know that one of the perks for the top tier of the memberships for the Aquatic Morning Show, one of the perks is that you can pick one pair of any of the guppies that I have and you get them free. You just have to pay the shipping. I've got to add that on there. As long as it's in the U.S. Can't ship out of the country, but in country, if you are top tier of the memberships of the Aquatic Morning Show, then you get to pick from any of the guppies that I have.
And she has quite a few species.
Yeah, I've got, I think, 17 lines right now, but I don't have all of them grown out yet. Joe, hopefully I have a bunch. I had a bunch of them going when I left. A lot of females in breeder boxes fixing to be dropping. But I'll have to see how good Joe does taking over while I'm gone, of pulling the mamas out once they have the babies and putting mamas back in there. And then looking, because it's really hard for me to see through the phone. If I'm there while looking at them, I can pick who's fixing to drop, right? But it's a little harder to do through the phone. He puts the phone up to the aquarium, and I'm trying to figure out with them swimming around, and buying everything. It's just really hard to figure out if one of them is fixing to drop or how close they are so that he can pull them and put them in a breeder box. So he's just have to pay a little bit more attention to it. But he's also pulling the Cory eggs for me. So we should have a ton of Cory babies growing up, the long fin panda Corys. So, but this time I'm going to raise some babies for me to hang on to so that I can have 2 tanks going instead of just one.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, well, these stopped for a while. And then when I got back, I did a really good water change, and I got them bloodworms again, and they've started throwing eggs again. So, yeah. But Joe's he did a good job last time. He told me, he said, "Dadgummit, I got them frogs raised up from tadpoles with no problems, and you come home and you start letting them go." I was like, no, it wasn't like that. Wasn't quite like that, but
Well, do you have some that escaped?
I had one that escaped, and then I had one that died.
Wow.
He overate.
Oh.
So I'm down to 2, but the guy that I got them from is raising me up 3 more. They'll be about the same age as these. And once they're about month and a half to 2 months old, he'll ship them to me then. We don't want to ship them this early. So,
Well, that's good that he's doing that for you. Oh,
Mhm.
Good morning, Shelby.
Shelby, good morning. Yeah, so that was very nice of him. He's
Oh,
going to come on the show, but he is a flight attendant. And so scheduling between his schedule is definitely a challenge. I
I
have
kind of
3.
feel like a celebrity because there was a random ghost sighting of me at Aquashella.
What?
So I was kind of surprised when Shelby called me Sunday morning and she was like, "Are you here at Aquashella?" And I'm like, "No." And she was like, "Oh, somebody said they had seen you."
Oh,
So I was
my.
like, "Yay, look, I'm being seen in places I'm not even at."
You got a doppelganger.
Right?
Oh, no. Oh, Greg, if you want to, I have a 20 long and a 29 empty now. And then if you wanted, you could empty that other 29 and take it if you want to go over there while I'm gone. It's just up to you. And I want you to take those that pair of platinum angels I've got. And if you've got 2 tanks, you can throw them in separately for me. And I'm going to let them reset themselves because they are not breeding. So if you can do that or want to do that.
Somebody was wearing your shirt.
I'm wearing my sister's shirt and she caught me. Oh, somebody's wearing my shirt
No, it was wearing a Papa Shrimp shirt.
Oh, that's what they were doing?
Yeah. Mike Esposito, he's like one of the setup crew guys. You remember he's the older gentleman that was hanging out?
Yeah. He's nice. He's a really nice guy.
Oh yeah.
He's the one that has my shrimp, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Because I know at Florida was when I first met him, and then in Aquashella, Dallas, he had given me some of the shrimp that he had entered into the shrimp contest.
Well, I didn't at the shrimp contest that I had them in, the shrimp in, I didn't sell those, but he was able somehow to get spawn from them through somebody else, is what he said.
That's awesome.
So, and that was something else I needed. I needed to cull that tank before I left, and I did not get that done.
Ooh. When do you leave?
Well, I got the call Sunday evening about coming down here, and then I got from about 5 o'clock until 4 that morning, I got the fish room somewhat ready enough for Joe to take it over again. And then I packed, went to sleep to about from 4 to 9, and then got back up and then packed. And then I had to go pick up my sister's car because that's what I took down here this time. So fingers crossed, no vehicle issues this time.
Well, you already down there?
Yeah, I'm already here. Yeah, I got down here
Holy cow.
Monday about midday. Yeah, I got the call Sunday 5 and then made it down here Monday by 8:30. 8:30, yeah. So, yep. You got to meet Victoria? Yes, she's awesome. Greg, did you answer me? Yep, they do have lots of eggs. I found that between the time that they hatch and about a month old, it's a very sensitive time. and if I can at least get them to that month old, then I've pretty much got them. But for whatever reason, between that month old, that hatching and a month old, they're sensitive. And so trying to get Joe to do what I need him to do and moving them over from their from what I hatch them in, moving them over once they hatch to the breeder box, and then them being okay in that water is a little. It's just a process.
So here's a question for everybody. I've bred rams many times. They've had eggs for me. I've actually had the adults rear them when they were free swimmers, but I'm trying to figure out what I want to do when they lay eggs, which they will. Do you think I should pull the eggs and try to get them to develop outside of the tank from their parents, or should I try to let the parents try to raise them?
I think it depends on the rams.
They're pretty young, so I don't know if they've had enough practice, because it usually takes about 3 or 4 attempts before they learn to take care of them by themselves.
Did they do any breeding for him before you brought him?
That's a good question. I should have asked him that, but I would imagine they have, or something, because he had so many rams, and he said he's using the Dean method, and it's working out for him really well.
Yeah. What's that? Oh, the Dean method?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the Dean method would be that, yeah, I pull the eggs, put them in methylene blue, do 50% water change every day until the methylene blue is gone, and let them develop separately from the parents. And when I was talking to Dean at the dinner at Aquashella, he said he's never really been able to get his adults to raise the fry.
Greg says pull the eggs. And so does P&W Aqua. He says also to pull the eggs. So everybody's saying pull the eggs.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. It's just, you know me, I like to keep it shrimple. So
right.
If in a perfect world for me, it would be that the parents would raise them themselves. But I know I'd lose, hundreds of fry practicing, letting them practice, because they will eat their fry and then spawn immediately after.
Right. I ended up giving my rams to Greg. I got fed up with trying to keep the water soft enough for the eggs to hatch. That was my problem. And I just got fed up with trying. But yeah, they eat them. Well, Greg, pull them next time, and I'll come get them, and we'll see if I can run them. Do it that way.
Brooklyn says, "Pull those eggs. I want some babies."
Yes, she did. I told her I would give her some when they did hatch, but I never got them to do it. Alex says that he gives the cichlids 3 times before they steal the eggs. Wait. With cichlids, I give them 3 times before I steal their eggs. Okay.
Sounds good.
If I ever get killies to breed, I'm for sure pulling the eggs. Only thing, I can't get them to breed out of like 20 species of guppies. Poetic Song, which one? I gave up on the blue galaris. Gave up on the blue galaris, but my the ones I got from Texas Aquatics, and the Gardener Eye, and those other little ones that I can't ever remember the name of them. Those 3 do fine. They do fine for me. But the blue galaris was just, I can't. My ain't for my water. and I'm not gonna do much. I do cut some of my water, but I'm not gonna start from scratch, start from RO, and then build it up. I'm not gonna do it.
The guy that I got the rams from, he also had blue Galaris. So I laughed when I picked up the bag, and I was thinking of you at first. I was like, I should get these for Jess and send them to her.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't, but thank you for thinking of me. In fact, I only have one male left, and he's on his way out. I had gotten one set of eggs once, and they just didn't.
And I was at the shop on Monday and checking out my killifish that are breeding, because I have a couple of fry in that tank. And the mother was huge. She was like, I'd never seen her so fat before. And then I started looking really closely, and I could see the eggs that she was scattering. They were hanging off of her. It looked like on a little string, but there was eggs, all along it.
Oh,
and
wow.
Like, wow, that's the first time I'd actually seen the eggs. So now I think I know how to spot them a little bit better, knowing what they look like now.
Yeah. I need to send you, I have 2 females, and that's all I've got. I think they killed the male, because there was a male in there. Remember I had that trio?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a male anymore. So I guess they killed the male. So I'm going to send you these 2 females. That way they're doing something, because they're real good and eggy, but they ain't for me.
Garcia Aquatics here.
Garcia, what's up? Good morning. I didn't realize how bad my keyboard was dirty. Wow. Buckley. They hatch, but as soon as they are free swimming, they eat them. Yep.
Yeah, and I made a video last year, right before the freeze, of how I had my German rams, and they got the sickness that they usually get, that little fungus that forms on them. And I've never been able to cure that. They've always passed away when they develop that, whatever it is, fungus, parasites that rams get. And I threw them in a quarantine tank and dosed it up with the trio, except for ICX. I didn't use the ICX. I just used the Paraclans, so I guess it's not a trio, but I used the Paraclans and Maricin and put them in that tank, and it cleaned up all of the fungus or whatever it was, and then they spawned, and then they actually raised them. So it was really cool to see a video of the mom and dad with about 100 fry, and every time one would swim off, they'd go catch it and spit it back into the group.
Yeah.
I got those to live, except for when that freeze hit, I lost about 40 fry because the water was way too cold. And I only ended up with 6 rams that made it back to Texas with me from that spawn.
Oh, wow. Alex says he finds that rams need a dither fish, or they get bored and they eat the babies. But if there's some cories or tetras, the parents can focus on protecting them from the fry, and they don't eat them.
Yeah, and in that tank that I had where the parents were raising them, I had baby fry guppies in there.
Oh, wow.
So that may be a very true correlation. That's a good point, Alex. Thank you.
Dither fish. I wonder if that'll work for guppies. No. Guppies have no problem. I seen before I left my blue dreams, which are darker than blue dreams, but I actually seen them breeding. Like I seen the male breeding the female. It was like the first time I've actually seen it.
It looks like the female's dead.
Yeah.
Because the male's just going at it.
Yeah.
And the female's just sitting there like, are you finished?
Right. Exactly. That's it. And then yes, I was like, oh my God, I should video this. I'm like, wait, maybe this needs to be private.
I did it the first time I saw it. I videoed it, and then I
Yeah.
showed it to my son, and he was like, "Dad, people don't want to watch shrimp porn."
No,
But they do. But they do. Yeah, no, I was on my way trying to get him down here, so I didn't have time to stop and record it. But if I would have, it would have been cool to see. It was the Malefics is all I've cured the fungus with personally.
Yeah, see, and I had Melifix too, and that didn't work. So that's why I was just like, okay, I don't want to lose these rams because they've been spawning and spawning. So I did the QT tank with the Maricin and Paraclins, and I was just amazed it worked.
I think cherry barbs, isn't that what I have? Those long thin cherry barbs?
I'm not sure.
Greg, isn't that what I have? Mine are breeding. I've got 3 babies. And then I have them set. I threw them in the tank to start breeding again before I left. And I'm fixing to get Joe to pull them and put them back in the big tank. And hopefully I'll have some eggs hatch again while I'm gone. But the water I didn't have a pump going in there either. It just was just sitting there.
One of the things that, like I was trying to explain to you on clown killifish.
That's right. That's what I had. Brooklyn gave me her breeding group too. That's it. Yeah. They are cherry barbs.
Rosy barbs.
Rosy
What
barbs.
I noticed with the clown killifish is a lot of people ask me, how did I get them to spawn? And after this year and a half of,
Deleted comment?
breeding my clown killifish, I do not think it's a matter of getting them to spawn. I think it's all up to the egg development and the fry being able to survive that transition from egg to free swimming. That, I think, is the key. And most people will not see the fry when they're first born to know that there's fry in there, or to make sure the water's clean, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
Because they're so hard to find and spot. And like I said, I don't have a problem getting the mom and dad to spawn. It's getting the eggs to develop and the fry to survive that first initial stage of life.
I don't see the comment, Kelly.
So
where's it at?
It's up. Paul, it's what Paul Cetera said. I can find it real quick and read it. You can't undelete a message, I don't think.
Well, who deleted it?
Alex did by accident.
Oh, in pocket modding.
So Paul Cetera said, I've never been able to keep rams long term. At first, everything is great. They spawn for me 3 or 4 times, and then they die. End of story. That's what happens to Paul.
And that's something else too that I've learned. It's just a matter of the German rams, since they like the higher temperature water, and if you're keeping them at 84, 86 degrees, they're going to metabolize things faster. They eat a lot more, and their lifespan is shorter. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't see Paul's. I'm not seeing the deleted comment.
Are you in your YouTube side?
Yeah.
Timestamp 11:23.
11:23. Oh hell, I don't see timestamps either.
Or 10:23.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Hang on, let me get back.
All you central folk.
I see it. I've never been able to keep around. Well,
Pause. The 10:23 is y'all can't see it.
It's
I can
deleted
see it.
on. It's deleted on YouTube side.
This comment.
Yes, I read that.
That's the one that's deleted on YouTube.
Yes. Whenever you look at it, it's going to say it was deleted by the Secret Life.
Yep.
In your aquarium. He did it by accident. He's eating an Egg McMuffin sandwich, and the cheese is so oozy, it fell out and hit the screen. So therefore, it deleted it. Whoopsie.
Oh, I'm not mad about it. I'm just trying to find it because it's not. I don't see it. That's weird. I see it on the YouTube on this side, on the StreamYard side, but I don't see it to be able to do anything with it on the YouTube side. That's weird. Oh, I bet you I know why. Hang on. Because I'm under Maine's Tails, Fur, and Fins.
That'll do her.
All right, let me see if I can find it this way. I just want to make sure I can fix it, or find out what's going on. You know what? I still can't see it.
Done did broke the internet.
Done did broke the internet. That's weird. I was able to fix the stuff from Facebook, but I don't see. So y'all just gonna have to let me know. Unless somebody fixed it already. Can a mod fix it?
I tried.
And it didn't let you?
No.
Well, I don't even see it to be able to fix it.
It happens.
Yeah, move on. Get over it.
Well, you guys, I did not play all of the fisheries last week because of being gone, I think, the first part of last week. So we do have some fisheries to... I did look in live chat, Alex. No, I was in live chat. Got some fishery to listen to today. From who? The man, the pocket modern today. The pocket modern today. Alex from the Secret History, living in your aquarium with fishery.
In fishery, and I think you know that by now. So, episode 142. Yeah, 142. So, thanks for sticking around. Today, I'm happy to announce that a company that I have worked with for a long time in one way. So, Aquatic Arts is a company that has led the internet in a lot of selling tank raised, domestic US bred fish, even oddball fish and plecos and cories and things like that, that oftentimes are all imported, especially if you're getting it from an online retailer. They have led the way in having breeding facilities or having breeders that they pay, and it fairly pay at that. They give them a good price, higher than a lot of what you would see on the wholesale market coming out of Asia, Southeast Asia, and comparable to what you see in Florida off the fish farms, maybe even a little higher, as well as they've bred their own shrimp lines, and they've expanded in the last year, which was a little bumpy for them. So Aquatic Arts, which this company that I found about 6 years ago now, and they were just selling shrimp and a few other things at the time. Now they sell all sorts of fish, and they've grown to almost 24 employees. And this company is now branching out, and their owner has basically stepped back and said, I want to start another company. And this new company that is going to have a lot of the same philosophies, such as the philanthropy, giving back, teachers or tanks. If you adopt a pet, they give you $50 credit for their store, no strings attached. Aquatic Arts has done that for years, which is incredible, unheard of, as well as giving, prizes away and always having good customer service. By the way, if you ever experience anything different, or if someone says that, please track down who it is, what happened, and tell them to talk to me, because following these things down, I have never seen a situation where they didn't make it right, or more so, like replacing all the fish and giving them a gift card, or sending a new batch of fish and more, or whatnot. So that's why I work with them, along with the fact that they won't import things or buy things or carry things like the red-tailed catfish, or like a fish that is endangered and not coming from, captive bred conditions. Like, for instance, some of the newer and more beautiful in the last 10, 15 years, little rasboras that we all want to buy and that are easy to sell all day long, they're no longer selling, because unless it's tank raised, they're not going to sell wild caught types of these fish, because they're under threat. And just because their country of origin has not listed them as threatened, or the IUCN hasn't gotten around to listing them as threatened, doesn't mean that they aren't. And so they do their research and they put out care guides, and they're there to assist. So they want to take that to an all new level, and they're opening a company that I was hired freelance to do graphic design for, as that they needed. I have this working relationship where you guys know you can get 15% off anything at Aquatic Arts, free dry shipping, by using my code. And my code changes every month, or every 2 months now. And just go to my newest video. It's always in the description. When you click the little drop down description, it's there, or pinned in the comments. There'll be what the newest code is. As it changes. If you're watching old videos, it may not be current. That's why I do that in my latest video. So they're starting this company called Vivi that's going to be online fish selling, fish buying, fish breeding. And the idea is literally they want to put Aquatic Arts out of business, even though the owner funded this, put a lot of money on the line, like half the company basically on the line, or more, to build it right. And it's been being built behind the scenes for almost 2 years now, through testing and development and all sorts of other things. But they have actually gone through and listed like 9,000 species of freshwater fish and saltwater fish and invertebrates that would be in the hobby. They're adding care guides to those. They're taking all of the knowledge that Aquatic Arts had on info sheets and research that is done. And it's not just copy and pasted, it's researched well. They actually have a head aquarist, Matt, who happens to be a friend of mine now, that goes in depth and actually looks these things up from the papers that are published on where they're collected, or when the species is listed. If that doesn't exist, then it's, checked with as many sources as possible outside the US and in. So it's not just a regurgitation of old stuff. Same with their photos. Their photos on Aquatic Arts were traditionally great. And so they want the same for this Vivi site. And also on this Vivi site, they want to allow, even if you want to sell, you breed 5 Celestial Pearl Danios and you want to sell them from Oregon to Georgia, you can do that. And you can sell them right now on their site. And you can sign up at VIVVY.com. You can also buy those 5 if you want. So it's going to dictate whatever price those wholesalers were selling to Aquatic Arts. Now they can list direct to the public. And Aquatic Arts is going to take 12.5%. I think it gets rounded up to 15 with the credit card transaction company stuff. If I could be wrong on that, but in any case, so for 15% of the total end cost, say normally Aquatic Arts pays them $3 for an angelfish, list the angelfish for $10 on their website or $9 on their website. Now these people are going to be able to sell those angelfish for $9 on the website, or whatever Aquatic Arts was selling them for, give Vivi, who's the same owner, so in the end he'll still get his money essentially, but that's 15% instead, you know, so 15% of $9, whatever that ends up being, $1 or something, you know, let's just say $10. So then we can say it's $1.50 that gets taken out. So $8.50 goes to the owner of those fish instead of getting the $3 wholesale. So if they can source buyers, they can sell and make way more money. So this is hopefully going to encourage a whole lot more of domestic breeding of oddballs, of high-end fish, of low-end fish too. But anybody in the US who's doing it with their criteria for ethics and standards, which is all laid out on their site and everything, can join. And you can also join even if you're not selling fish, if you just want to buy fish potentially, or if you just want to share, like for instance, a biotope tank or an aquascape. They have this cool setup, and the whole site runs on the idea that you set up sort of a LinkedIn page or a MySpace page like back in the day for each of your tanks. So if you want, you can set up a profile with nothing and just go buy stuff, or you can set up a space for each tank. So for me, I've got a lake inlay tank, and I've got all the fish that are in there, the plants that are in there, and then there's hyperlinks to that and info on those, plus any info I want to give. And as time goes on, you can put new inputs, and it will essentially like graph out or give you a timeline of, oh, the pH changed, oh, the TDS changed, or whatever it may be. And you can actually get a feedback on what it is you're doing, maybe where something changed, where the breeding got better or worse. And so they're hoping that by using these new interactive tools in the future too, like Inkbird or other companies where you can plug in like a heater and it gives data and things like that, that they'll be able to basically arrange that and articulate that. It's not quite to that point yet, but they're open to any of your ideas of how we can make fish keeping more fun, for one, and more shareable, more so information can be shared that's good quality information. Like, I keep these 10 fish together in a community tank and they get along great. Oh, the barbs were snippy, so I took them out. Well, then it notices, oh, barbs are out of the mix after being in there. Well, maybe there was an issue. Take note of that. Maybe 40 people do that out of 10,000 people with profiles. And maybe there's something triggered that says, hey, I think these barbs don't get along with neon tetras and yada, yada. So there's a lot of potential there, and it's going to be all anonymized. So there's no one person that's going to get that info. But in the future, they'll be able to set up basically kind of AI, but it's not, heavy thinking AI. It's more just like you could give it a task to look through all the profiles on the site and look for trends. And so the more info you put on the site, yes, in theory, someone could look at that, but they're not using it for marketing whatsoever. So if you put your info on there, Aquatic Arts isn't going to get it, and neither is Vivi. But it does allow you to create things like wish lists and waiting lists. So if you have a male pleco and you need a green dragon female pleco that you want to cross because you only have short fins, you can add that to your wish list. And as soon as the seller has it, boom, you'll be notified and you'll be shipped. Now, starting out right now, all shipping overnight, because for animal welfare, they won't do it slow on the ground. And I know that there's some plants and fish that might be better shipped that way on the ground, like shrimp or something. It might be fine. But because of the death of these animals and them wanting a general rule and streamlined system, other than dryscape, which might be dealt with differently later, everyone on the site's going to get $25 shipping for, like, basically the medium flat rate box is about the size that'll ship. So about 6 bags of fish can be overnighted for $25 if you sign up. So killer deal for selling fish or for buying fish. I don't know anywhere where the shipping's that cheap. Everywhere I go, it's $50 to $80 for me to order a few different types of fish and have them overnighted, which is usually the only option. So I want you guys to check out Vivi. If see if it's worth your while. Go to their community tab. see what pages are on there. You can check out my page. You can see what I did with my aquariums and how I'm kind of have a breeding aquarium. I have my biotope aquariums. I have some of my aquascapes, and I've got some of my deep substrates and non-filtered tanks. And I'm just trying to share the info on it. So now when someone asks me like what's wrong with their tank, if they had this ready, I could look at all the plants and stuff and I could be like, oh, did you use this fertilizer differently because of these plants? Or, 6 months ago, the pictures of that tank look quite different. I can see that the top of your tank has become overgrown. Maybe there's not enough oxygen and gas exchange going on the surface of your tank. So the potential applications of this are really cool, not just for the company and not just for buying and selling fish, but also just for sharing and expressing ourselves as fish keepers. And I think it's cool because nothing quite as complex or as detailed as that exists yet. So check out vivi.com. It's free to sign up. The only thing that happens is if you sell stuff, they take that little commission, and you get the crazy cheap shipping right now that I assume they're taking a loss on, because I don't know how else they could be doing it right now. But that's the way it is for now until the company grows and is at a point where they want it. And then even then, they're going to keep shipping. They're going to negotiate as a giant group like a company would, like Amazon does. And so the more of us that sign up, the bigger bargaining we have, essentially, the more people that are buying, selling fish. So it's like the best of Get Gills and Aquabid and all those other things. Plus, if you're a local fish store or you're an online, you're someone who sells like hundreds of bettas from your house or whatever it may be, you're free to sign up too. If you import and just kind of flip fish, as long as you're doing it by the ethical practices that they've okayed and laid out, you're allowed on there too. But it's going to all be transparent. That's the whole point of this thing, is from A to B to C to D, but hopefully just A to B. It'll be transparent. You'll have to say these are domestic bred, these are bred here at my house in a tank, or these are not. And you'll upload a picture of the fish, and boom, that's the fish you're going to get, or from that batch of babies. And so I'm really excited for this to take off. I hope big places like Wet Spot and stuff sign up. And I think the more people that sign up, the more places will sign up inevitably. And I just think then we'll have more power and more selection. And hopefully it gets real weird with the kind of fish we can buy. I know this has been a really long episode, but I just am excited about it because I did the graphic design. I'm not in league with them in any other way other than them asking my input, like, hey, what would you change about the hobby? What would you do, to make things better? What do you hate most about selling fish? What is the most expensive part of selling fish or buying fish? And so they've taken a lot of feedback from a lot of people, and I'm one of those. So also all the little fishy patterns and designs and wallpapers and backdrops and the taxonomical art and all that, that's all me and another gal, Michelle, did the creative design and the graphic design. I was the graphic designer on that. So if you hate it, you can let me know. If you like it, you can let me know. But either way, it was a really fun project to work on, and hopefully I'll still be working on it if it succeeds. So yeah. That's the story, and I'm sticking to it. Check out VIVVY.com. It's free, it's cool, and it's like LinkedIn for your aquarium. Hey, you guys.
Nice.
Hey, you guys.
That reminds me of electric company.
Right?
I don't know how many of you kids know what the electric company is. Do you, Jess?
The electric company?
Uh-huh.
Like that I pay my bill to?
No, the show.
No.
It was right after Sesame Street when I was a kid. It was Sesame Street and the Electric Company.
I've never heard.
I must be that old.
You must be. Don't know. Shelby, if you're still listening, you said that you had that guy's number. that you were going to send to me. Can you email that to me? I would like to get him on the show. I know that he was across when we were at Aquashella Dallas, that they were down caddy from us.
Yeah, they were right there across from us.
But I don't, I didn't have time to
the
go.
booth that was empty?
Yes.
And no people were stopping?
Yes. Yes.
Poor guys.
Yeah, I know. Nope, but it's hard to understand. And my thing that I'm trying to grasp is the shipping. I don't understand how.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. How do they ship overnight?
Well, I mean, how do they give us the option? Or so if I'm selling a bag of guppies and I have to charge only $25 for overnight, how do I do that? Is there a code?
The only way I could think is that when you sell something that they sell you the shipping label already from them, is generated from them, that you put on the box. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the whole thing too, is that we have to buy their packaging.
That's how oh my gosh, the collective oh my gosh, Guppy.
Because I've been talking to them since Aquashella.
Guppy,
they wanted me to get on there as a vendor, but every time I tried to get in touch with them and to find out more information, it left me kind of scratching my head, as I don't understand. Do I buy all of my boxes and packaging and everything from them so that I could ship from my house? Right. Or how does all of that work?
Right. And that's why I want them to come on and explain that, because I don't understand it either. So
I'm not worried about the fees and 15% or all of that. That doesn't bother me.
Thank you, Rico Stan. That's what I was trying to say. Our Fish Collective from Guppy Guru. That is exactly what I was trying to say.
Yes.
If it is like that, but see, they didn't. We still charged whatever it was for the shipping. Like, we did buy some of their things, and I don't know. Actually, we didn't. They told us what to buy, and what they wanted us to ship and how they wanted us to ship, but they didn't. We still, as long as we used and packaged everything the way they wanted it, the shipping was still whatever we needed to charge for it. It wasn't that they paid for the shipping and then gave us the labels and then we shipped them out. It was, we still, charged what it was for the shipping. They had nothing to do with the shipping except for the way that we packaged them. And because I'm still a part of it, although I don't know anything through it anymore. So.
Yeah, we need to get more information. And like you said, if we could get them on the show, so that we could grill them, interview them.
Right.
I think that's something that's much needed to explain it further directly from Vivi.
Yeah.
So that way we understand, because like I said, I tried talking to them. I've been talking to them for 3 months since Aquashella.
Yes, Brooklyn, we are talking about Vivi. I was just saying that it is kind of like the way Guppy Guru did his, which was called Our Fish Collective. But it's a lot different, but that's what I was doing. But we're mainly talking about Vivi.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to get more information, because I think anytime there's something of that nature that really helps the hobby and the hobbyist to be able to share their products, they work so hard to breed something, and then to be able to share it on a site like this is really wonderful. But I still need to understand all of the ins and outs of it, because I want to do it too, but if I don't know, then I go with what's already working, which is a .com website that people order and I ship, which, that's kind of why should I do it differently than the way I'm doing it now is my question.
Right. So the only thing that it says on the website is affordable, safe, next day shipping. At Vivi, we value aquatic life. We use our scale and know how to reduce the cost of shipping and simplify the logistics, all while taking care with each plant and animal available on our marketplace. Sellers receive real-time, weather-aware packaging and shipping guidance. Buyers can make purchase decisions that limit the distance and time an animal or plant must travel. And everyone gets access to the strikingly low shipping rates and communication tools to coordinate safe shipping. During our cycle phase, Vivi is offering a flat $25 next day shipping fee per package. So it's still unclear of how. So yeah, if Shelby didn't hear me, I'll get a hold of her and get her to send me the name, and I'll get a hold of them. Or Alex, if you can get me a name and a number.
I got it. I got the email and the business card.
Oh, well,
so I can send that info to you.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, do that, and I'll definitely get them on. PB Aquatics, good morning. Good to see you. Need to play the streams for today, which is going to be Thursday. And then I know for a fact that Rico is going today because it come up on my phone. He didn't have to tell me or not tell me. Oh, no, I don't need settings. I need this. All right, you guys, here is your Thursday lineup from Miss Dee Dee. This is an old one.
Happy birthday, Paul Sotero.
So it's not Paul's birthday today. It was last week, I think.
And now for your Thursday live stream lineups in Eastern Standard Time. Thanks to that, Mr. Snow Guardian, for the cool graphic. And it's Blake's Aquatics at 5 a.m. That's right. Get up early, everybody. Don't miss it. Or maybe you're just still up late from the night before. Either way, tune in. And at 10, it's the Aquatic Morning Show on the Aquatic Morning Show channel. That's Jess and the crew. Hope to see you there. And at 2, it's Misfits pop-up stream on Misfits Reptiles and Aquatics. That's Brandon. It's the KG Tropicals member stream at 6:30 with John and Lisa. And at 7, it's the Hot Mess Express on Foxy's Fishes with Roxanne, Mary Page, and Dee Dee. Don't get left at the station. Catch the train. And it's KG Tropicals again with the 8 o'clock regular stream. And at 9:30, it's Thursday Night Fever on Fish and Fever's channel. James, Chattanooga Ed, and sometimes Rico. And at 11, it's Aquarium Crafts on Chattanooga Ed's channel with Ed, James, and maybe Rico, maybe another guest, whoever Ed wants to have there. Because, Ed's the man. And that's it for the Thursday night live streams. Some pretty good stuff going on. Fish Fam Christmas will be here before you know it. For more information, to sign up or to donate, check out the following: Fish Fam Christmas on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and fishfam.link. And if you haven't already done so, why don't you go over there and become a patron of fishfam.link. You'll be glad you did. The Kazoo map. Thanks for making this information easy to find at fishfam.link. And Lefty32138, Thanks for your live stream calendar on your site as well. And if you need your channel added or updated to the fishfam.link, send Liquid Zoo OnlyFans an email, which that can be found on fishfam.link as well. And also, you can now sign in with Google and make your own changes. Pretty cool, huh?
I have badge envy.
You've had what envy?
I have badge envy.
What does that mean?
I saw the badges that Matt made for Grant and Shelby, the fishfam.link badges, and I'm like, man, I want one.
Right? Me too. Me too. Well, you guys, I know for a fact that Rico has gone live because I'm going overtime again as normal, but we are going to end the show now. Thank you guys for being here today. I really do appreciate it. Papa Shrimp, Kenny E, and Skipper, thank you guys for joining me here. And we will be back in the morning right here on the Aquatic Morning Show channel. Bye, everyone.
Shrimp.
And I want to talk to somebody, so I'll call the registrar's office this afternoon and see if